Hey, it's Jen from Gold Nutrition. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jen. I'm a registered dietitian, the founder of Gold Nutrition, and a planning enthusiast. And today we're going to be setting up a budget planner on a budget in part 2 of my 2-part series on starting a budgeting journey. If that sounds good to you, then just keep watching. I am so excited, you guys. You know I love setting up planners, but this planner I'm excited about. And that's because, I've said many times that a planner, it can really change your life. In fact, I have a whole video about how a planner can change your life. If you'd like to check that out, I'll link it for you. And really, I was a planner newbie when I made that video, but I stand by everything I said. But this planner that I'm about to set up, I really do think it's going to really have a huge impact on my life. I'm very excited. Let's talk about why we're making a budgeting planner on a budget. I am going to, as much as I can, use things that I already have. I am going to be using a classic size happy planner, but it is not a budgeting planner. This is a monthly planner by the Happy Planner, and we'll get into what that is in a moment if you're not familiar, but basically it's just a monthly layout with some to-do pages, checklist pages. It doesn't have weekly layouts. And I originally bought this because I wanted to use those checklist pages in my Happy Notes workbook that I use for planning out my YouTube videos while I'm editing them. I take a lot of notes, and I thought those pages would work well. And I knew that I wanted a monthly spread for a budgeting planner, so I bought this planner. Now, I have to say that this planner is really not my style. It's super cute, and I know a lot of people love it, but it's not really my thing. But I'm going to use the guts of it, and I'm also going to use some free printables that I got from the Budget Mom and some printables that I made myself in Canva. So I will talk about that in much more detail as we go through it. First, I want to set up the skeleton of the planner, which is going to be with a snapping cover that I got basically for free because it was on sale and I used my rewards points. And I have some red metal discs that I also had bought on sale a ways back. And what I want to say up front is I know not everybody has a bunch of Happy Planner stuff lying around. If you don't have a Happy Planner, or you don't have all these different pieces, you can make it work with whatever you have. I will say that if you are looking to buy some different items, or if you're inspired in any way and you want to put together something like this, then I will link below any Happy Planner products that we talk about that I can link for you. I'll also link my nails. They are from Impress Manicure. These are affiliate links, which means that if you click on the link and you make a purchase, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. If you choose to do that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, I'm going to grab the snapping cover and the discs, and I'll be right back. This cover is a linen snapping cover from the Happy Planner. When I bought it, it was on sale. It's been on sale for a while, so it may still be on sale. It is one of their more hard covers, which I do like. And I have to say, I like it better in person than when I saw it online or when I saw other people using it. I really like it. I'm very happy with it. And these red metal discs I had picked up at Joann's a while back, and I like red, but it's not a color I always use in my planner, which I think is why I still had them hanging around. I thought they looked sort of cute on this cover, and they're what I have at the moment. So I am going to pop these discs onto the cover, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do from there. Okay, discs are on. So let me start by saying I'm going to set this up for the most part for my personal finances, but I am going to make a section in the back for my business finances because I am an entrepreneur on the side. I have income that I get working part-time as a dietitian in the hospital, and then I have my business Gold Nutrition. I'm not sure how many months I'm going to put in here at a time. I think I'll put up until January for now, and then I'll put kind of a little makeshift divider I made, and then the inserts for my business finances. And also I do have some other extra trackers and things that I might put in the front. So I think that's what my plan is. Now, let me say, I am not a financial expert. I am not any sort of professional in finances. I am a dietitian, and I've never put together a budget planner before. So this is all new, and I just thought it would be fun to do it along with you and share the journey with you as I have with so many of my other planners. First, let me grab November because it's the end of October at the time that I'm filming this. So this is going to start with November. I'm going to grab November, December, January. Maybe I'll do 4 months, November, December, January, February, and then put everything else in, and then I'll see how thick it is. And then if there's room, maybe I'll throw a couple other months in there. They're very well, maybe. So let me show you what's in here so far. This is the name page from that monthly planner. This was a July start planner, so it is not available anymore, but they do have one monthly planner available that starts January of next year, and it's a pretty one. It has butterflies on the front and I believe some coral plastic discs. So I'll link that for you if you're interested in seeing that. I decided to just keep these beginning pages in because it doesn't hurt, and even though I keep saying I'm going to figure out how to use them and I never do, I put them in here. I think this is called the Perpetual Calendar, I believe. I just started recently using these pages in my catch-all planner. Maybe if I do some certain challenges or something, if there's something relevant, maybe I'll use them. So I threw them in here. And then, let me turn this. If you're new to Happy Planner, this is what a lot of people call the currently page. A lot of times in my other planners, I set them up as my monthly goals page. So maybe I will use it like that. Although this one's for July because this was the start of the planner. Put the November one in. Okay, and then here's the November divider. And now we'll get into the layout in case you'd just like to see that. So here's the monthly spread. I'm definitely going to be using this. I might set it up with you on camera to some degree, but I'm gonna get the rest of the planner set up first. What I will say is I'm not particularly comfortable sharing numbers at this moment in time anyway. Feels very personal, and I don't know that I'm comfortable doing that, but I'm still going to set the planner up with you and talk about how I plan on using it. This month is going to be very messy because I'm just going to be getting my legs in the water and just figuring it out, but I'm okay with that. So what I am going to put on here though is my paydays, the bills that I pay, the bills that my husband pays. I'm just going to lay all that out. And also a great tip I saw from the Budget Mom was to include any appointments that you know you're going to have to pay for in real time. Put those on your calendar too, so you know what expenses are coming up. So I'm going to do that. And then this is the monthly layout. I might use this for my goals page. I'm going to use one tracker for just checking into the planner. This is going to be new. I think it's going to be a little intimidating at first. So I thought it'd be good to use a habit tracker. I'm going to make sure that I'm at least checking into it once a week, but maybe more. We'll see. So I'm not going to write on these pages right now because I might decorate them. I think that this planner is going to mainly be functional for me. I probably won't decorate it very much, but you know, I am a decorative planner, so I might a little bit. So we'll see. And then these are those checklist pages that I was talking about. I know a lot of people like this planner for social media too. Now, I don't know, I might be missing a page here because I did pull some pages out. So I pulled a lot of pages out at the beginning, so I'm not sure. There might be a page that I pulled out of here, but if I did, it was the same. And then when you turn to here, you have two nice note pages, which is really nice. It's going to remain to be seen how exactly I use the pages that came in the planner. Then I'll just show you the other dividers. They are cute. I don't mind the dividers in this planner. I just didn't really love the cover so much. So that's the December divider. That's the January divider. And this one's super cute. That's the February divider. Okay, so now I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to grab all the inserts and things that I prepared, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I've actually turned back to the very beginning because I'm going to start at the beginning. Makes sense, right? So first of all, I have these little post-it notes that are from the Happy Planner. Recently, I purchased a Wild Styled, I think it was a companion pack. It was on clearance for like $1, I think $1.79, which was pretty great. And these Post-its were in there. So I'm going to snap those in here because I always love having Post-it notes in my planner. They actually look really nice with that too. And then after my name page, I want to add some things in. I guess after the perpetual calendar, maybe about here. So I want to add a piece of dot grid paper that I'm going to make a vision board on. If you've watched any number of my videos, then you know I love vision boards. I'm a big fan of the wellness vision board. That I do have a video about how to make a wellness vision board. That's actually the first video I ever made on this channel because it's a huge part of the work that I do as a dietitian coach. And I really believe in the power of the vision board. So I want to make one for this planner as well. And then I have some savings trackers that I printed off from the Budget Mom website. They are free. She has a lot of great resources. And what I'll say is I've taken a lot of inspiration from the Budget Mom system. I'm not 100% certain that I'm going to do a 100% cash envelope system. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is sort of a hybrid. Do some things in cash, but some things not. If you sign up for her email list, she gives you access to a huge resource library. Any of the printables that I used from her today are free in that library. So I printed 2 of these savings trackers. Oops, and this savings tracker. So I'm not sure, I want this one on top. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to use them, but savings is definitely going to be a big part of this budgeting journey. So I thought those would be great to have. Okay, and then I'll open to November. I might do like some kind of a brain dump here, something a little pre-planning, I'm not sure. So the November calendar, which maybe I'll go ahead and set that up now as much as I'm going to. So what I was going to use, I do have a few sticker books here. I'm not really going to decorate it, but I am going to throw a few stickers down for function. So I have this Park Lane sticker book that I'd gotten recently, and there are some budgeting stickers in here. Here they are. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark down my husband's bills because I don't really do his budget per se. I just manually pay the bills. And those I'm going to mark with black boxes. My bills, I'm going to color code by the check that I'm going to pay them out of, which is, you know, part of the Budget Mom system that I thought was a very good idea. So I will be doing that part later. And I think instead of using boxes, I will use colored pens. That's what I was doing in the past. I had started to try to use this planner a little bit. I was to some degree, but I wasn't all in the way I am now. So let me do this. So let's see, we have a bill of his due on the 2nd. And I'm just going to leave, I'm just going to leave a little room. I don't believe I have any bills due on the 2nd, but just in case I do. He has one due on the 6th. I might have run out of black boxes. Oh no, here we go. He has one due on the 28th. Well, now I'm out of black. I'll use the dark green. There's one on the 1st. I guess here's fine. Also, I want to mark my paydays, which they just have these black little corner things. I have to check my other calendar. All right. So I get paid on Thursdays. Now, it happens that this is Veterans Day and this is Thanksgiving. So the paydays will probably get moved over. Definitely this one will. I just marked it like that. That's fine. What I think I'll do is once I decide what color I'm going to code each check, I'm going to color a little line next to it to do that. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it this way this time, but I'm going to put these down in case I want to. What I was doing before was putting a box at the end of each of these weeks and tracking the total that was due on each particular week, because I was mostly before just using this layout. I don't know if I'll continue that system, but it certainly doesn't hurt anything. So I'm going to put those boxes down now while I'm doing this and see if I still like that. Whoops, this go around. And then if I don't, I won't do that next month. And these boxes are from the Calva Plan Neutral Florals, which was, oh, it's crooked. Oh, whatever. Okay. I ended up popping off camera because I had a mild heart attack because I thought that I'd lost my favorite tweezers in the world, but I didn't. They're here. These tweezers are amazing. So anyway, because that box was driving me nuts, so what I did was I pulled it up and I just added a couple boxes that had flowers. I just added one flower here. I can't help myself, guys. I am a decorative planner. And I put the little Just Start because it just seemed so fitting. And I also remembered there was one other bill to mark here. That's where I'm at with my monthly spread for now. I'm going to kind of follow the budget moms, you know, where you pay per paycheck. And so I do have some inserts for that will go in here next. And on this spread, I'm going to color code. I get 2 checks a month, or I get 2 checks in this month anyway. And so I'm going to color code that. The other thing I should mark on here is the child tax credit that we've been getting. That comes on the 15th. So I'm going to put that here. That's my monthly spread so far. Now, again, I'm not exactly 100% certain how I'm going to use the pages that came with it, but I'm not going to take them out right now because I may use them. But what I know I need in here, which I think I'm going to put it here. So I have this variable expense list printout from the Budget Mom. And what I'll tell you is if you decide that you want to use any of her printouts and you want to put them in a classic happy planner, you want to print them at 83%. That's what I did, and it worked out well. So when you're in your printer settings when you're going to print, go to custom and then change it from 100 to 83%. And they come out well. This one I accidentally wrote on, and I think on this page I will write out all the monthly bills. She does have a printout for that, but I don't think I printed it, and I don't think it's totally necessary. I think it would be fine to use this page for that. So I think that's what I'll do. So I think I'll just title this so that I remember. I'm going to write fixed expenses, even though they're not entirely fixed. Some of them change, but then your variable expenses are what, if you're doing the cash envelope system, these are the things that you'd be putting in your cash envelopes. She does have this partly filled out, but I don't know that these are all my categories. Gas, yes. Entertainment, yes. Eating out, I don't do too often, but I do it. Clothing, yes. Health and beauty, yes, absolutely. Personal care, I don't know. I kind of would wrap that into health and beauty, or some of those items I end up buying at the grocery store and I just sort of count them into my grocery budget. I don't think I'm going to use that category. So I'm just going to white it out. Groceries, absolutely yes. What I am going to put here is planning supplies, because not to say I buy them all the time, but I do buy them, and it's one of those categories that I'm trying to get a handle on how much I'm spending. So, you know, it's part function and it's part joy. I'm trying to think if I put any other categories in my wallet. Now, the first part of this series was on my new cash system wallet from Bella Taylor. And I did set up those envelopes, which was kind of probably backwards, because I probably should have worked through all this first and then set up the wallet, but I can reset it up at any time. So I'm going to leave that for now. If I think of anything else, I will add it. I printed these also from the Budget Mom. I printed one for each paycheck. I'm going to go ahead and mark this down as being for November. I won't be putting any business income onto these because I'm still a very new business and I don't really pay myself out of that income right now. I just put it back into the business so I can keep building my business. If I get to a point where I start giving myself a salary, then yes, I would include that here, but I'm not doing that just yet. I'm just interested in building up Gold Nutrition as much as I can. And so any income that I make in that business, I use it for the business at the moment. I don't know how well you can see what this says on camera, so I'll just let you know. It says monthly take-home pay, then fixed expenses, which those are your bills that you would be paying out of that check. The variable expenses, so the money that you would budget for those things out of that check. This is debt, but my payments to debt are also bills, and I do want to start keeping track of my debt, but I don't think I'll be doing it on here, so I'm gonna cross that out. This is savings, so any savings money that would go in here. And then I think wasn't very neat, was it? But I'm going to put this as sinking funds. So not that I'm the best at explaining what those are, but if I understand it correctly, this is money that you save, you're saving each week for something specific that it's going to get spent. It's not long-term savings. It's sort of short-term savings. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. That's one thing that I did spend some money on. I purchased a little binder from Amazon. I think it was $11. That's going to be coming, that I'll be doing my sinking funds in there. Otherwise, I think that's what I'll be tracking. So I'm just going to go ahead and write November on here. And do the same thing over here. Okay, so that will be for that. Then I printed out this expense tracker. I made it on Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, it is awesome and you can use it free or a premium version. I do have the premium version because I use it to make my thumbnails and my graphics for Instagram. But honestly, you can do all of that in the free version. The free version is awesome. So this particular template was from the paid version, but I looked and there are templates that you can use for free and you can customize them. I changed this one a little bit, but it just says date, amount, item, and category. So this way I can get a sense of how much money I'm spending out of each of my spending categories. And the nice thing when you make it on Canva is that you can tell it the sizing to make it fit a classic happy planner. When you're making your new item in Canva, you choose custom and you put 7.25 inches by 9 inches. That's the measurements of the classic pages. Then you just have to trim it down, and I punched it with my happy planner punch. So that's that. I have this account tracker that I also made in Canva. I just sort of altered that same template. So it says date, amount, item, and balance so that I can track the money coming in and out of my checking account. So that will go there. And then I made this sheet that says budget closeout. And it was inspired by the page from the Budget Mom that says, "Where did my money go?" She does sell that one. So it's inspired by that. So it says category. So you mark your category of spending, the budget that you had for that category, what you actually spent and the difference, and then the percent of your income that you spent in that category, which I think that's going to be really eye-opening. So, and then I'm going to mark here what I have to roll over. I'm calling it my rollover balance, but you know, if I had a surplus of money left, what was that? I made two, because one from the fixed expense categories and one from the sinking funds categories. And then, you know, that way I know what I'm starting with when I go into the next month. Again, I expect all of this to be a bit messy this month until I really get this all like under my belt, but I think it's going to be great. So then I'm going to flip past February, and this is where I'm going to just set up my little area for my business finances. So I wanted a divider, and I had acetate, and it's kind of flimsy. I'm actually wondering if I laminated it, that might make it stiffer and maybe would do the job. But I kind of just want to get glass dividers from Cloth and Paper because I love them. I have them, I tried to punch, let me tell you this. I tried to punch this with my Happy Planner punch and I almost broke it. For now, I'm just going to use this. This is from the Colorful Leopard Journal. That's what the dot grid paper was from too. So I have these monthly sheets that came in that most recent, the Happy Box. These inserts came in these monthly inserts, so I'm going to use that. So then I have this income tracker that I also made off of Canva so that I can keep track of any incoming money that comes into my business. So I'm going to stick that in here. And then a budget closeout sheet for here too. And the only other thing that I'll just show you guys that I'm just going to put in the back of here for now, just so that I keep track of them. I punched them just for now. I printed these little expense tracker sheets from, I bought them off of Etsy from Planning with Elise. Basically, you cut them out and you use them as trackers in your cash envelopes. What I think that I'm going to be doing is some purchases that I make, I'm still going to make them with a credit card because of convenience and also because I like the rewards points on my credit card. So groceries and the gas, I'm going to control those budgets. I'm going to have caps for how much I want to spend, and I'm going to keep track of them on a tracker in that folder of my wallet, but I'm still going to use my credit card. So I am going to cut them out and do that. I just thought it would be great to keep them in here, especially I probably printed more than I needed at first. So I thought I'd share those with you. I did pay for these, but they were very inexpensive. $2, maybe $3. Then you can print it as many times as you want. So I went ahead and added March and April, and that made it a little thicker, but I don't want to add too much more than that, because I think as time goes on and I'm adding those additional inserts to each month, it's gonna bulk it up quite a bit. So I think this is good. This is fine. So let's do a little flip through. So I have my linen cover, which I really do like. And I have to say, I do like it with the red discs. I might change that down the line, but for now it's fine. Then I have my sticky notes, my name page, and all my perpetual calendars, which I showed you, and you don't need to see that again, I don't think. I'm gonna make my vision board here. So I think what I might do is glue a piece of paper onto here and make this the goals that I have for the remainder of 2021 surrounding my finances. And then I have my savings trackers. So I have my little savings trackers. They're so cute. I might incorporate a reflections page each month. I think that's a really important process of goal setting, is reflecting on your progress over the month. What went well, what didn't. So I'm not sure exactly where. I think as I get into using the planner, because I've never really used a planner like this, so it's kind of hard for me to fully visualize the function of it. But as I really dig into it, I think I'll get a better idea, and I'll certainly come back and give you guys an update down the line. So maybe I'll use this for my November monthly financial goals. And then I have my monthly spread. So that's what it is so far. But again, there's much more that needs to go into here. But even though I didn't really intentionally set out to decorate it, I still think it's kind of cute. I like the little bit I added to it. That just makes me happy. That's why I do it, right? And I think what I'm gonna do on these pages is keep track of some certain items that I'm still getting a feel for what I need the budget to be. Groceries was one I really honed in on this past month, and I did really great with it. All right, and then I'm going to track my fixed expenses here, my variable expenses here, and then these will be the budget by paycheck worksheets that I got from the Budget Mom too, because I get 2 paychecks in a month. Then my expense tracker, my account tracker, and my budget closeout. Feels good. Feels like a good system. And then maybe reflecting at the end of the month. That sounds like a good idea. And then we get into December. And holy moly, guys, we are getting so close to the end of 2021. How is that? And then I'll just show you the dividers for March and April that I added in, because they are so cute, you guys. There's March, very pretty. And there's April, which is so cute. And it looks cute with the red discs. So then, with the acetate divider to mark off where I'll start my business expense tracking, I've got just my 1-page monthly spread. Then I have my income tracker to track any incoming income into the business, and a budget closeout, which, come to think of it, I should have an expense tracker in here too. And then I have my little trackers that are going to go into my wallet. That brings us to the end of the planner. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If this was helpful to you, inspiring to you, if you just enjoyed listening to me ramble about how I'm going to try to wrangle my finances, give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos on nutrition, goal setting, and planning, then please hit that red subscribe button down below. You can do that on a budget too because it's free. And ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. And that's going to do it for this one, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.